Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Christian and welcome to my channel, Project Portal. In this video, we're going to discuss how to set up an RMA process through Traxxas. For this video, we're going to be RMAing 2 Traxxas batteries as well as an ESC that's been burnt out. The really cool thing about Traxxas is they have great customer service. So if your batteries go out or your ESC goes out, you can actually set up an RMA and send your batteries in, and they will give you 50% credit towards a purchase of new batteries. So you kind of, it's a win-win situation. They get to get their products back, and they keep you in the Traxxas ecosystem, right? So the batteries that we're going to be RMAing today are the Traxxas 3S 8400 milliamp batteries. This model is a 2878X. The reason I'm going to be RMAing them is because they're not charging properly and they are poofing up, as you can see, and you don't want to try to manually charge these on a NiCad setting and cause a fire. So what we're going to do is going to set up an RMA for these, send them in. Before we do that, we're going to test them out. We're going to discharge them using the saltwater bath and then package them up. The ESC that we're going to be sending in today is the Traxxas VXL 8S. As you can tell, it caught on fire. So we're going to just send this back and get us a new one. It's not under warranty, but RMA, it's still a good deal. You get the 50% off of that. Okay, so in order to check and test the batteries, we're going to be using these 2 balance connecting plugs that I made. They plug in directly to your Traxxas batteries. They have XD60 connectors as well as 3S balance charging plugs on them, so we can detect the voltage on each of the cells in the battery pack. And in order to test them out, we're going to be using the ISDT BAT-GO. We're going to use a traditional low voltage tester and this LED voltage indicator. I like this one just because it has lights on it. It goes up to 6S, and it's a quick, simple way to test your batteries by just keeping it in your pocket while you're running, instead of carrying around the ISDT while you're at the park or bashing at the beach or whatever. The reason we're going to use all 3 of these is because if the battery voltage on on these batteries is so low that the BAT-GO doesn't even turn on, because it does have an LED screen and it does require extra juice to get this thing going. So if this doesn't turn on, then we're going to shoot over to the LED voltage indicator. If this doesn't turn on, because the lowest it goes is the 3.5 volts, we're going to go down to our trusty, dusty, low voltage battery checker. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to grab my Traxxas balance plug connector that I've created. We're going to go ahead and plug this into our ISDT connector, or you can plug it into your battery first, it's up to you. Once you plug it in, we'll be able to see what the voltage is per cell count. So if we look here, I don't know if you can see that well. Cell 1 is at 3.93, cell 2 is completely flat, and then cell 3 is 4.34. So this battery is no bueno. What we're going to do is definitely send this out for RMA. We're going to check the second battery really quick. Disconnect it from here. Alright, let's plug it in, and this is giving us nothing. Looks like the voltage is extremely low on this battery, so I'm going to try a different route. Since the voltage was so low on this LiPo battery, it wasn't able to charge or power up the ISDT BAT-GO charger, or battery checker. ISDT battery checker. We're going to go old school. What I have here is it's like a, I don't know where I got this from. I got it on Amazon. But it's a battery checker with just LEDs, so this should have sufficient power to actually tell me what's going on each of these cells. So a bunch of LEDs right there. So I plug it in, it'll tell me right there and then. So you can actually see that my first cell on this battery, let's see if I can focus this in. So cell 1 it's at 4.2, meaning that when it was trying to charge, it did go up on the first cell only. But unfortunately, the other 2 cells are basically no bueno, garbage. All right, let's try it with this. So it's a 3S, all 1.3 volts. Cell 1 is at 3.77, cell 2 is at 1.62 and 0.66. So that's far below what this charger lets us go down to. This one basically lets us go down to 3.5 volts is the lowest that this will check. And the trusty beeper thing, whatever you want to call it, thingamajig, the LiPo battery voltage tester will tell us exactly what we got. So let's see, cell 1 is at 3.76, cell 2 at 1.62, and cell 3 is at 0.66 volts. So this battery is basically no bueno. Now what we can try to do is try to revive these somehow, setting our chargers to nickel metal hydride and just plug it in, slowly juice it up. But the problem here is that these are already ballooned, right? They're already poofy. You know, poofed up batteries are no bueno for anyone. So basically now I'm going to get these ready to ship off to Traxxas for an RMA. What I have here is a good amount of water. And what we're going to do is just add some salt in here. Some old salt for sure. I'm not sure exactly how much salt I'm supposed to put in it, but just give it a good amount. Alright, so now we just basically completely submerge these into the water. Like so. And let chemistry do its magic. So basically after this, we're just going to let it sit here for overnight. So by tomorrow, these things should be ready to pack up and complete the RMA process. So yeah, after this we'll cut into the entire packaging and boxing up of these batteries to ship them out.
The next morning.
Alright, so this has been sitting for a little over 18 hours. You can see all this battery juice coming out of these batteries over here. I don't know what that is, but essentially it's been sitting in the salt bath for about 18 hours, right? So what I'm going to do now is take these bad boys out of the juice and see what we got here. Kind of gross, actually. Alright, so we got some more paper towels. Ugh. Look at that. Battery juice. I'm going to go with a lot of the paint from the stickers that are on here. I put an extra coating on my batteries to kind of protect them. It's basically just extra shrink wrap on them, so when you do take it off, it should look like new, but unfortunately these are not going to look too good since they've been sitting and there's a sticker on them. Alright, look at that. That's gross. Well, there you go, guys. Essentially that's all you really do to discharge these and make them non-operational. So what we end up doing with this extra battery juice is we can make a good energy drink out of it. to give you some extra juice. It tastes like Gatorade. Alright, next what I'm going to do is we're going to try to clean these up. See if I can take off this protective wrapper that I got on here. After the fact, obviously you can't really tell on this one just because the water has seeped into the sticker, the graphics of the sticker, but essentially if you do this with a new battery, and let's say you go bashing, battery gets wonked out or beat up or whatnot, you can just take off your second shrink wrap and your battery will look like new. But alright, so we took that off. We're gonna get this ready to package up and send over to Traxxas once it dries up. See what happens. We got nothing. That's exactly what we want to see. And no juice. Cool. These are basically ready to package up, wrap them up, set up our RMA with Traxxas, and order some new battery cells. Okay, so in order to set up an RMA, we basically have to call Traxxas support and then go ahead and let them know what's going on with our items, and then they basically just set up the RMA for you. So in order to do this, you have to call them. You can find the number by Googling it, or you can just basically go to the Traxxas website, hit the support button, and you'll find the Traxxas number here. If not, you can type it in Google, Traxxas support number, but for everyone else that just wants to use the number here, it's 1-888-872-9927. Alright, so now that we have the RMA set up, they did send us an email, which is right here. And from this email, we need to print it out and put it inside of our package, as well as what I like to do is I type up a Word document with the inventory of what I'm sending in. So I usually just write a description of what I'm sending, why I'm sending it in, as well as a couple images of the products that I'm sending, just to make sure that I get the right product back. And that's pretty much it. Alright, now that we've got that all printed out, we're going to go ahead and get this ready to ship out. So what I have here is just some regular spare packaging foam. Just going to go ahead and just grab the battery and just wrap it up. Nothing too fancy. I have a little box for this ESC that I'm sending out. I just like to, I mean, it's already damaged, but you want to make it presentable for them, you know. I'll put that in this box here. Alright, and with my email document and my inventory list, I just fold it up, put it in the box, and ship it out. Alright guys, so with that said, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Traxxas RMA. So once they receive the package, they will basically reach out to you and confirm the products that you're going to be paying for, and then they will charge your credit card.